Welcome to my class. We have questions here still on calculations on shapes. We have two questions on rectangle. The first one is a diagram drawn. The length here is 2x plus 1 and the length opposite is 3x minus 2. The breadth here is x plus 2 and the other breadth is 2x minus 1. The question says the sides of the rectangle above are in centimeter. Find the value of x and the area. That means we have two questions. The A part says find the value of x and the B part says calculate for the area. That's the area of the shape. What do we do first? How do we look for the value of x? We know that in a rectangle the opposite sides are equal. That means 2x plus 1 will be equal to 3x minus 2. 2x plus 1 will be equal to 3x minus 2. And if you want to go the other way around, that's go through the breadth, we know that the opposite side of the breadth, which is also the width, they are also equal. That means x plus 2 is the same thing as 2x minus 1. So we can solve both so that you have deeper understanding and know that the value of x will still be the same in both situations. So here we have 2x plus 1 is equal to 3x minus 2. The first thing we need to do is to collect like terms. So it's better for us to bring 2x to the other side so that we have a positive x and minus 2 going to the other side to become plus 2. So we have 1 plus 2 will be equal to 3x. 2x moving to the other side will become minus 2x. 3x minus 2x will give us 1x, which is the same thing as x. 1 plus 2 we have 3. Therefore x is equal to 3. Now let's try, or because it will still give us the same, let's try the other way around using the breadth. We know that x plus 2 will be the same as 2x minus 1. The opposite sides of a rectangle are equal. So we have x plus 2 will be equal to 2x minus 1. Still collect like terms. So let's look at it. It will be better for x to move to the other side so that we can have a positive x. So we have 2x. X moving to the other side will become minus x. Plus 2 is here, 2. Minus 1 moving to the other side will become plus 1. 2 plus 1 is 3, which is equal to 2x minus x is also x. Therefore, in this case also x is equal to 3. Now that we know that using both the length and the breadth, we still have the same answer, x is equal to 3. Now let us substitute x equal to 3 into the set of numbers we have. Let us substitute so that we can find the value of L and find the value of breadth. So here we have 2x plus 1. X here is 3, so we have 2 into 3 plus 1, which is equal to 6 plus 1, which is equal to 7 centimeter. Now, 2x minus 1. 2x minus 1 is equal to 2 into 3 minus 1, which is equal to 6 minus 1, which is equal to 5 centimeter. Now, the other part, we have 3x minus 2. 3x minus 2, which is equal to 3 into 3 minus 2, which is equal to 9 minus 2, which is equal to 7 centimeter. Now, for the other part, x minus 2. Substituting 3 in place of x, we have 3 times 3 give us 9. 9 minus 2, which is equal to 7 centimeter. Now, the last part is x plus 2. This is 3, so we have 3 plus 2, which is equal to 5 centimeter. Now, let us write them in brackets. 2x plus 1 here is 7 centimeter. That means this length is 7 centimeter. 2x minus 1 here, 2x minus 1, 5 centimeter. This is 5 centimeter. 3x minus 2, 7 centimeter. 7 centimeter. Then x plus 2, 5 centimeter. We have 5 centimeter. So, that means we have our figures well placed because 7 centimeter here is the same thing with 7 centimeter here. 5 centimeter is the same thing as 5 centimeter. Now, having found the value of x, the second part says calculate for the area. That's the area of a rectangle. Area of a rectangle is equal to L times breadth. That's the length times the breadth. We know now that the length is 7. The length is 7 and our breadth here is 5. So 7 times 5 will be equal to 35 centimeter square. Centimeter, because they said the sides of the rectangle above are in centimeter, and so the area will give us centimeter square. Let me come again. The first thing we need to do here is to calculate for the value of x. And how do we do that? Just follow the rules. We know that the opposite side of a rectangle are equal, so it means you have to equate 2x plus 1 to 3x minus 2. And if we want to go through the breadth, we know that x plus 2 definitely will be the same as 2x minus 1. By so doing, we're able to calculate for x. And after doing that, we know that our x is now 3. Now you need to substitute 3 in place of x so that you can have values for the whole sides. Now, having found the whole sides, it makes it very easy for us to calculate for the area. All we need to do is substitute L, that's 7 for the L, then 5 in place of breadth, because the area of a rectangle is length times breadth. And now we are done calculating. We've gotten our answer, 35 centimeter. Question number 2. Number 2. It says, find the number of rectangular tiles, each of 8 cm by 6 cm, that need to be fitted into a rectangular floor of 3.6 meter by 2.4 meter. First of all, from our question here, we know that we are dealing with a rectangular floor, and we are also dealing with the rectangular tiles. So the first thing we need to do is calculate for the area of our rectangular floor. So rectangular floor is equal to length times breadth, and our length here is 3.6. 3.6 multiplied by our breadth here is 2.4. 3.6 multiplied by 2.4, so we have 8.64 centimeter square. No, meter square. That's rectangular floor. This is area for the area of the floor. Now we need to calculate the area of the rectangular tiles. So rectangular tiles is also equal to length times breadth, but the length here is 8 centimeter. We need to convert our 8 centimeter to meter, because we cannot deal with meter here and then deal with centimeter here. So it's best to convert to meter, because we are already dealing with meter. But if you feel comfortable converting to centimeter, please make sure you then change your meter here to centimeter. Just make sure that the values, that the units are the same. But here we are already dealing with meter, so we need to convert 8 centimeter here to meter, which is 8 all over 100, multiplied by our breadth is 6 centimeter, so 6 also all over 100. And here we have 0.08 multiplied by 0.06, which is 0.0048 centimeter square. Now, how do we calculate for the number of tiles needed? The formula is the area of the rectangular floor, that's the area of the floor, divided by the area of the tiles. So number of tiles here, area of floor divided by area of tiles, which is equal to 8.64 divided by 0.0048. Oh, sorry, meter square. 0.0048, which will give us 1,800. That means we need 1,800 number of tiles. Let me explain. The floor is a rectangle. It's a rectangular floor. So it means calculating it, we need to calculate using the area of a rectangle, which is length times breadth. Now, giving us the area and that's the length and the breadth in meter here, it automatically means we need to change the unit of the tiles also to meter, and that's why we divided by 100. Changing centimeter to meter, we need to divide by 100. So we divided this by 100 and then divided it by 100 to have 0.08 times 0.06, giving us 0.0048. Please, a quick warning here. Do not multiply 8 and 6 before you convert, because if you were to multiply 8 and 6 here, we'll have 48. Now, converting 48 to meter, we mean 48 divided by 100, and we'll have 0.48, which is totally different from 0.0048. Please make sure you change them one by one individually before you multiply. It's very, very important. A lot of students make this mistake. Please, let it be highly noted. Now, how do we calculate for the number of tiles? The number of tiles is equal to the area of floor divided by the area of tiles, which is 8.64 divided by 0.0048. Now, we are not going to multiply this by 4, because looking at the shape, we know that the floor is only, that we are only dealing with one part of the floor. How will I explain? The wall is only the wall is for the wall to make up a room, we need 4 parts of the wall, but for a tile we need only the down part of the floor. It means there's no need for us to multiply it by 2 or by 4. For better understanding, let's assume this is a room. That these 4 parts are the walls and this is the floor, having this also as the roof. If you have to calculate for the wall, like I did in the previous question when I was calculating for square, I multiplied by 4 because we need 4 parts, that's 4 sides of the wall, for us to form a room. But now that we are calculating for number of tiles needed for the floor, this is the floor, this is the length and the breadth. So all we need to do is multiply it, because once, because we don't need to multiply 2 or 3 times. We have only one floor. It is when we are calculating for the wall that we calculate one part and then multiply for that times 4 to get the 4 parts. Also, this same question can come in a form of roofing. That's for the ceiling, number of ceiling sheets, ceiling board, or whatever it is that you want to use to roof your house. Please, when you're calculating for the roof also, you don't need to multiply by anything, because let's assume this is the roof. We have only one face for the roof. When we are talking about the floor, we have only one face for the floor. The only number of faces that you need to multiply for is the one for the wall. I hope this explains it better. Thank you very much for attending, and see you in my next class.